Are you serious about your graphic design career? Because if you are serious about it, then you really should be serious about copyright too, so you can actually protect your artwork and your designs, but also so you don't land in any legal hot water. Follow along today with my guide on copyright in graphic design. And sponsoring today's video is Vexels, which is a graphic stock website where you can find a lot of pre-made graphics for any purpose. They have more than 71,000 high quality designs for you to choose from, with content updated on a daily basis. Learn more about the Vexels later in today's video. By definition, copyright is having the exclusive right to control reproduction and commercial use of your work. You want to make sure that your works of art are cherished designs that remain yours, and also you want to avoid legal issues with your career. Now, just to quickly get something out of the way, the difference between copyright and trademark is while they both offer protection, they protect different types of assets. Copyright is geared towards written and artistic works, such as books and videos. A trademark protects items that help define a company's brand, such as a logo or a symbol. Listed on screen are a few things that designers cannot copyright. So it's good just to be clear on the differences between copyright and trademark. Many people will say that if you create something, then it's yours and you have automatic copyright to the design. This is somewhat true, but not always. An exception would be if you are designing something for an employer, then more often than not, they're going to want to own the copyright to that design. This probably will be stipulated in the contract, but it's not totally necessary to make one. Most companies will want the work that you make for them to be solely theirs. But it's good also to get shared rights so you can claim it for a solid reference in such things as your portfolio. Usually these agreements prohibit you from using the image anywhere else, but you can still claim that you created it. Apart from this one scenario, any original work that you create is most definitely yours. So let's venture into the situation where someone has used your work without consent. This is known as infringement, and this is when someone takes a substantial part of your design without your permission. Exact standards vary from nation to nation, but generally the substance is considered the part that defines your work as unique and truly gives it originality. Firstly, you should have a record that the design and the idea is your own, and be able to prove that it is yours. So for example, you might have some files saved on your computer that can be dated, so keep record of everything you design. If you are sure that they've committed an infringement, it's a good idea to seek legal counsel and also to send them a cease and desist letter. This is the legal version of basically saying, stop using my design and remove it from every single location that you have used it. If you wish to take things further, you're going to need to assess whether it's worth it or not. So for example, if you've created a design for fun in your free time, and somebody has uploaded it to their Twitter account, spending a huge amount of money on lawyers and legal fees isn't going to be a good idea. The line between someone being ripped off and copied to something being original is actually pretty grey and blurred. Your work doesn't need to be mind-blowing in terms of originality, but it for sure needs to be obvious that it's your own effort and your own style. If you take for example the Nike logo, which cannot be copyrighted as it's a trademarked thing as I mentioned earlier, but if you take the Nike swoosh and you reflect the swoosh and make it a bit steeper, that probably isn't going to fly in your favour in the courts. Plus, Nike can afford the most expensive lawyers imaginable. But you get my point here, it's a grey area, and a lot of the time it will come down to money and if the costs are worth it. So just try to be original as possible with your designs in every single step of the process. I mentioned earlier that you need to prove that your designs actually are yours, as that's going to help you stand up in court if you need to. Where you can actually register your creations for copyright, which is a watertight legal rights to a design. It also allows you the ability to sue someone for using your work. That little copyright symbol represents your claim to the design and lets people legally know they can't claim it as their own products. Using the copyright symbol itself in the image is not required and necessary, but notice needs to be given with the image that is registered in order for you to be able to sue for damages. Creative Commons is a form of copyright where content creators who want to share their work can do just that. However, it's usually on the condition that their work be given the proper credit when used elsewhere. There are 6 different types of Creative Commons licenses, and I'm going to post a link down below which will go into detail for the 6 different types. But they essentially allow you to use works that are not your own as long as you give credit to the author or the creator. So how long does copyright actually last for? While copyright laws do vary from country to country, in most cases it lasts until 50 years after the person's death. So in the United States, copyright protection lasts for 70 years after someone dies. So it's probably a good idea to check out online about the situation where you live. So again, thank you to Vexels for making today's video possible, and head over to the link down in the description box below to browse over their 71,000 plus design asset library ready for you to use and download. Subscribing to Vexels is going to allow you to download any design and use it wherever you like. But there are also free downloads too available for you when you adhere to the licenses. Vexel assets are amazing for merchandise designs, and there's even tips and tricks on a monthly basis on how to make your very own merchandise. So do check out Vexels, link down in the description box below. So there was a video all about copyright, and just remember it's not the same as trademark, so you do want to familiarize yourself with copyright and also trademark. But the general rule of thumb here is to make sure your work is original, and if you really do want to make your work secure, you can go ahead and register it as a copyright work. I'll leave links down below for registering your content, and also let me know if you found today's video useful and if you learned something. If you want to keep boosting your awareness as a graphic designer, subscribe to my channel for weekly graphic design content. And until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.